Welcome to another episode of the HR Champions podcast. And joining us today is Miss Anna Marie David. Miss Anna is the Human Resources Manager at Strata Staff. So thank you so much, Anna, for saying yes to this invitation. And we are really happy to have you here.
Thank you, Homer, for giving me a chance to be part of your podcast. So, hello din po sa mga viewers ni Homer. Sana marami po kayong matutunan sa amin for
Oh,
today's episode.
sure, of course, of course. Okay, sige. Actually, yung mga questions ko sa'yo, Anna, naka-lined up na. But what I usually ask first sa mga guests namin is give us like a quick a quick trip down the memory lane if you could give us like a short summary of your career in HR.
Okay. I have been in the HR industry for almost 8 years now, and within those years, medyo nakakahiya kasi medyo marami ng
Go
company.
lang,
So
go.
I work with three companies, and I was a freelancer during the height of pandemic. Currently, I am working as one of the people and culture leader, and as mentioned by you, Homer, I am the HR manager at a mid startup company. And I think I am just starting my real HR journey because probably with my first two employers, rank and file ako. I started
Mhm.
as HR assistant and then a timekeeper. And just to share as well, when I joined Strata Staff, hindi talaga HR yung role na in-applyan ko. Kasi,
Talaga?
yes.
Okay.
Kasi freelancer nga ako during the pandemic. So, I was practicing global HR that time. Pero, dahil I am someone na kailangan ko ng makakasama.
Mhm.
Meron akong friend na nagwo-work sa Strata and then sabi niya, "Walang HR dito pero, hindi naman kami hiring ng HR pero baka lang gusto mo mag-admin and then eventually maging HR ka." So, sabi ko, "Sige puwede naman para na mabayaran yung mga government mandated benefits ko." So,
Oo.
I joined Strata Staff as an admin specialist muna and then when they knew na yung background ko is sa HR, unti-unti binibigyan nila ako ng mga HR tasks kasi may mga idle time pa ako that time,
Mhm.
dahil client base ako. So, hanggang dun sa parang dumadami na yung HR task na binibigay sa akin and then effectively naging HR specialist and then officer and then ngayon manager. So, ngayon lang talaga ako na-expose in a managerial position kaya nasabi ko na I am just starting my real HR journey. So,
Nice.
yun.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Anna. Pero when did it come to you like a conscious decision na mukhang ito na yung path na gusto kong i-pursue, the HR, the human resources?
Honestly, Homer, the only reason why I landed in this industry is because it's the easiest industry that I can secure a job after graduation.
Mhm.
But when I say easy, it doesn't mean naman na easy yung job. I mean, yung program ko kasi, undergrad degree ko is psychology. So
Mhm.
during that time, in demand yung work sa educational and clinic I mean, hindi in demand yung work sa educational and clinical industry. And also, it would require parang a lot of requirements. Like, for example, kailangan kong mag-masteral bago ako parang makasucceed sa industry na yon. So, as someone who wanted to have a work right away after the graduation, mas marami talagang opportunity sa industrial psychology. So, which led
Mm.
me na mag-apply sa mga HR opportunities, not knowing na it's a trap. So,
Okay.
right after my first job, the reason why I still pursued HR career is because I was able to see how diverse this industry is, and I became very passionate with my profession. Kasi um, when I graduated, I was actually an introvert and then yung supervisor ko sa first job ko, pinush niya talaga ako na mag-host ka ng ganito. Alam mo naman
Mhm.
'pag HR ka parang all around.
Oo, dapat.
Oo, all around. So sabi niya mag-host ka ng ganito, kausapin mo si ganyan. So na-expose talaga ako sa variety of tasks, diverse people. So parang sabi ko, wala akong choice. Hanggang dun sa I found myself enjoying these things. So sabi ko, ano naman pala, worth it naman pala. Kasi ang gusto ko talaga is sa clinical sana.
Hmm.
Pero dahil nga na-enjoy ko siya, sabi ko, puwede na. Akala ko trap siya pero ayan, nag-grow naman ako, personally and professionally.
Okay. Pero doors are still open ba for the clinical? Just in case magkaroon ng opportunity.
Puwede naman
Puwede
kasi
naman.
hanggang ngayon iniisip ko pa din na what if pinursue ko yung clinical
Mm.
psychology. Kasi nung internship days namin, Homer, talagang na-enjoy ko is yung nasa mental facility kami. Kaya
Hmm.
I thought talaga na dun ako pupunta. Pero dahil nga it would require a lot of things to do pa. And siyempre ang main goal ko is maka-earn na and mag-give back sa parents. Kaya
Mm.
nag-work na ako agad.
Nice, nice. Ang ganda ng galing ng path. Actually, gano'n din ako, when after graduating, 'di ba? Gusto mo
Mhm.
mag-work because you really want to earn. You really ang
Oo.
dami mong gustong gawin, 'di ba?
Mm.
Once you start earning, you want to help your parents, you want to prove
Mhm.
something, 'di ba? I feel you, Ana, on that. Pero what inspired you to pursue a career in HR? I know you mentioned you took up psychology, and
Mhm.
I'm sure the interest on understanding people is there.
Mhm,
Pero
yeah.
what it really inspired you na maging HR?
I think what really inspired me, siguro may instance no'n na I was doing initial interviews and then there is this one applicant na parang hindi siya pumasa talaga sa initial interview. Pero
Okay.
I told my supervisor na why not give this employee or candidate a chance na baka hindi lang siya magaling sa pag-present ng sarili niya, sa pagsagot ng mga questions.
Mm.
Um, Tapos sabi nung supervisor ko, "O sige ha, sa'yo yan ha, sagot mo yan ha."
Oo.
Ganyan. So, we gave chance to that employee and then this certain employee performed really well. So, dun ko na-realize na I think it's time na mawala yung traditional HR na 'pag hindi ka pumasa sa
Yeah.
mga technical questions is
Oo.
ligwak ka na. Ako kasi yung klase ng HR ngayon na hindi ako magbe-base sa mga technicalities. Bonus na lang yun eh. Kasi I think
Mhm.
technical skills can be learned. But
Mm.
the attitude talaga ng empleyado and you can see the sincerity if they really want to join the organization. I think that is very important and also if makita mo na itong employee na to is aligned sa core values ng company.
Mm.
So, yun yung parang nagpa-inspire sa akin na what if there are still a lot of people out there na kailangan ng HR na hindi lang nagbe-base sa technicalities. So, yun.
Yes. Galing. Actually, that's very inspiring kasi true, may mga tao talaga na they can't express themselves really well sa
Mhm.
interview, baka inuunahan ng kaba, 'di ba?
Mhm.
And it's really nice to know when people give them a second chance. And kapag nag-hire na sila or na-hire na sila on board na, they excel sa work, 'di ba?
Yes,
And
oo.
that's
Sobrang
parang
dami.
and that's a proud moment for HR, 'di ba?
Mhm,
Parang,
mm.
'di ba, ang galing kasi you took
Oo.
your chance on that employee and
Yes.
that employee delivered and helped the
Yeah.
company, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Okay, nice. On your years in HR,
Mhm.
so far, Ana, ano yung biggest challenge that you've had?
Um, well, sabi ko nga nagsa-start pa lang ako ng aking real HR journey. But
Mm.
personally, I think the biggest challenge is earning and winning the trust of employees. Hindi man ng management employees. But when I say trust, it doesn't mean na they will fully trust me, but more of them being comfortable in voicing out things and their concerns because they believe that I am neutral.
Mm.
To add, it has been a constant struggle for me up until now. So, like what I have mentioned when I joined my current company, ay hindi ko pala mention. When I joined my current company, we are less than 15. So it means I am
Hmm.
friends with almost all the employees. Like we treat each other as family, we bond after work hours. So friendship was really built throughout the years. And then of course, an opportunity came. I was promoted and naiipit ako How will I be able to make them understand that I am still their friend, but at the same time, work is work.
Yes.
And having this friends na syempre nung nag-start ako sa Strata is rank and file ako. So parang wala pang restrictions nun. Pwede kong kaibiganin lahat. And
Oo.
hindi naman ako HR nun, admin ako. So okay lang, walang mag-iisip ng kahit ano. Pero when we grew, there are constant issues that I have my favorites. Siyempre, pag yung mga bagong dating makikita nila, oh, si HR Ana, friend niya si ganito, friend niya si ganyan. But
Mm.
really, Homer, mas kawawa talaga yung mga friends ko because my eyes are really on them. And ako
Oo.
mismo yung nagpapa-NTE sa kanila. Minsan nga sinasabi nila na parang ang hirap mo maging
NTE talaga?
kaibigan. Oo.
Okay.
Like parang, for example, meron akong, bawal kasi yung mobile phone sa production floor dahil ang industry namin is outsourcing.
Mm.
Siyempre, we protect clients' privacy.
Yeah.
So, may instance na may nagpasok ng phone. So, sakto, pupunta ako ng production floor. May sasabihin ako dito sa friend ko na to.
Uh-huh.
Tapos sabi ko, bakit may phone ka? So, naririnig ng lahat. Sabi ko, oh, hintayin mo na lang yung NTE mo ha. So, parang, I assure people around na hindi na fair ako, na regardless if you're my friend or not,
Mm.
policies are policies. So, kaya sinasabi nila, ang hirap mo maging kaibigan. Hindi nila alam kung
Grabe
sila
'no?
na lang magre-resign o ako na lang yung aalis. Yun. So, medyo ano siya, well, maraming challenges sa different pillars ng HR. Pero me personally, yun talaga. Dahil nga nag-start ako as rank and file dito sa organization na 'to, laging yon. To the point na
Mm.
sinabi ko din sa general manager ko na, "Sir, di ko na alam saan ako lulugar. Hindi ko alam kung makikipagkaibigan ba ako para maging comfortable sa akin yung mga tao. Pero 'pag nakipagkaibigan naman ako, mami-misinterpret na may favorite
Yes,
ako."
exactly.
So, very mahirap talaga kasi, nate-take away yung opportunity to make friendship sa mga tao kahit gusto mo.
Mm.
So yun, I think it's a challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Sige, Ana, for you, if there's like 3 skills that you would
Mhm,
consider must-haves or essentials for
mm,
someone who wants to practice in human resources, for them to thrive and not just survive, 'di ba? Thrive and
mhm.
survive. So ano yung 3 skills for you?
Sobrang daming skills na dapat meron ng HR,
Mhm.
Homer, but maybe
Understand.
in my own opinion, these are the 3 essentials for you to survive and be effective in this industry. I think first is you need to have a strong communication skills. So as an HR practitioner, I think it's very important that you have a strong communication skills so that you will be able to interact effectively with the employees and the management kasi middle person ka nga. So since communication is a two-way process, this is not only about your ability to communicate, but also you being an active listener and your ability to convey complex information. Second is organizational skills. Sa dami ng facets ng HR, you really need to have an excellent organizational skill.
Yes.
You must manage variety of tasks from recruitment to onboarding to employee relations to performance management hanggang offboarding.
Uh-huh.
So you also have to ensure that you are keeping track of your deadlines, you are maintaining accurate records, mapa, 201 file man yan or digital file. At the same time, you are ensuring HR processes run smoothly. So organizational skills, this includes how you manage time effectively and your ability to multitask when necessary. And the last one, I think, is conflict resolution. So ito
Mm.
na, syempre, there is no perfect organization.
Yes.
Conflict may arise in any workplace. So, us HR professionals, we often play a key role in resolving these issues between employees or sometimes between employees and management. So, yung skill na to, it involves our ability to remain neutral. Going back dun sa communication skills I have mentioned, this will also include active listening and effective decision making.
Mhm.
Of course, resolutions should satisfy both parties. Hindi kasi pwedeng pag nagbigay ako ng solution is management lang, hindi pwedeng employee lang. Dapat
Yes.
laging beneficial yung both parties. And also, I have to make sure that the resolution is aligned with organizational goals and policies. So, I think for me, those are the three top three skills na need ng isang HR. Again, strong communication skills, organizational skills, and conflict resolution.
Mm. Again, thank you. Thank you for that. Siguro, if I may add dun sa sinabi mo about active listening, kasi it's something that I really admire about HR people is that yung ability nila to actively listen. Kasi it's a skill na very siguro underrated, pero it
Mm.
really takes a lot of effort and commitment. Kasi 'di ba when you listen, you should set aside your personal
Yes,
personal
oo.
biases, 'di ba?
Mm,
Kasi
mm.
I'm not sure kung naka-experience ka na may kausap ka tapos parang few sentences pa lang ng sinasabi niya, may gusto ka nang i-reply without
Oo.
letting him complete kung ano yung story niya, 'di ba? Parang
Mm.
pinoprogram, ay ito yung sasabihin ko sa kanya. Ano, let's jump in naman to the more relevant HR subject. Let's talk about
Okay.
employee retention. Kasi again, there was this survey conducted by Sprout wherein
Mhm.
yung top 3 or they asked the HR community, ano ba yung pinakamahirap na facets of HR that they are doing. So what
Mm.
emerged, the top 3 were recruitment at top 3, employee
Mhm.
engagement, and then employee retention. So related naman yung tatlo, 'di ba? More so
Mhm.
the employee engagement and employee retention. Pero
Yes.
ako, I thought recruitment yung pinakamahirap. Kasi 'di ba when you look at it, bago ka mag-hire, syempre kailangan alamin mo muna ano ba yung need ni company,
Mhm.
ilang tao yung i-recruit natin, and then you do the talent search, 'di ba? And
Yes.
then once nakuha mo na ng applications, you do the shortlisting, and then you set the interviews, kung ilang rounds depende kung anong
Mm.
position, 'di ba? And then siguro pag may na-filter niyo na yung mga few candidates qualified talaga, you do the job offer, salary. May negotiation pa din diyan, 'di ba, with the management
Mhm.
and the applicant. That's back and forth. Tapos kapag okay na, you onboard, 'di ba? And that's
Yes.
typically the cycle. So for me,
Mm.
since very limited yung understanding ko sa
Mm.
HR, actually recruitment alam ko HR, yun lang ginagawa ng HR before eh. So
Mm.
alam ko mahirap talaga yung process na yun. So
Oo.
um surprisingly for me, mas mahirap pala to keep them engaged and retain
Mhm.
them versus
Mhm.
versus the recruitment. So you don't have to agree on that survey, baka may ibang baka may ibang point of view ka. But I want to know your take kung bakit mahirap yung employee retention.
Well, it is actually mahirap siya. Siguro
Okay.
ano na rin, kaya siguro gano'n yung lumabas sa survey ni Sprout is because of the generation ngayon. Ang mga newbies natin, mahirap talaga silang i-retain sa
Hmm.
company. So like what I have mentioned, employee retention, mahirap talaga siya because it requires a proactive and strategic approach from HR. It focuses kasi on understanding the needs and motivations of the employees. And we have to implement strategies to create a workplace where employees want to stay and grow. Hindi kasi hindi siya pwede maging or hindi kami pwedeng maging reactive sa employee
Mhm.
retention. Kasi what if it's too late and tinamaan na kami ng attrition and we weren't ready. So probably dun sa attrition may mga lalabas na totoo dun sa mga exit interview. Pero alam naman natin na kapag exit interview, yung mga empleyado, hindi naman
Yes.
lahat nagsasabi ng totoo, 'di
Oo.
ba? So, kung meron man kaming makukuha do'n, puwede namin silang gamitin to implement new strategies. Pero kasi when planning for strategies for retention, you really can't implement right away because it will require review pa, assessment, and approval from the upper management. So, we really have to be proactive talaga in having campaigns para laging mataas ang employee retention. Like what I have mentioned, siguro nga kaya lumabas na gano'n is because of this generation. Yung generation kasi ngayon, bonus na lang sa kanila na mataas yung compensation. They are
Mhm.
looking for an organization wherein they can strive to grow, wherein they can practice work-life balance. So, minsan talaga titignan mo kung ano yung need ng workforce mo to retain them. Like for example, eto iba-brag ko na ang
Go.
company namin.
Sige
So,
lang.
meron kaming mga employees na nag-exit na, due to a greener pasture. Pero hindi sila nagtatagal dun sa nililipatan nila. And then they would ask if puwede pa sila bumalik 'cause they miss yung work-life balance dito, yung support na nare-receive nila from the leadership team.
Hmm.
So, I think sa amin, on our organization, we are promoting a healthy work environment. And meron kasi kaming open door policy so they can always reach out to upper management and voice out their concerns. So, I think sa generation ngayon, very important talaga na ganun. Kasi yung mga Gen Z natin, talagang yung voice nila, very sila, very
Vocal or
Oo, very vocal sila, very straightforward sila sa mga need nila. So, hindi naman mahirap mag-implement ng strategies kasi nga very vocal sila sa mga need nila. It's just, on us kung paano namin gagamitin yung mga feedback nila or paano kami makaka-develop ng mga strategies
mm,
para magkaroon ng magkaroon ng mataas na retention rate, yun.
hmm. Oo, pero do you agree retention yung pinakamahirap?
Oo.
Over recruitment?
Oo.
Talaga?
Oo.
Okay.
Siguro mahirap lang yung recruitment in a sense na, um, depende kasi sa requirement. Baka kasi wala kang mahanap na gano'ng talent na
Hmm.
swak dun sa mga requirements. Pero mas mahirap kasi mag-retain ng employees kaysa mag-hire. Kasi
Talaga.
hiring people, it would only take few weeks, but retaining employees, it would take years para ma-perfect mo yung mga strategies mo.
Mm. Agree. Sige, eto i-relate natin yung next question ko about dun sa diniscuss mo about the generation. For the generation gap or tama, that's the issue or not issue actually, the challenge kasi yung workforce ngayon is composed of different generations of employees, di ba? So
Mm.
merong yung ngayon Gen Zs, and then we have yung
Millennials,
millennials, and then yung
oo, mga
Gen X,
boomers,
boomers, di ba? Pero
oo,
ngayon, I think predominantly that's ano na Gen X, millennial, tsaka Gen Z. Siguro may mga
mm,
few boomers pa din, di ba?
mm.
So for the Gen Zs, ito yung generation that are really very well versed when it comes to technology, di ba? Doing things
Yes,
online.
oo,
So bigyan mo lang yan bigyan mo ng task, they can search the internet very very quickly
mm,
kasi available na yung mga resources. And
mm.
on the other end, yung mga Gen X, ito yung batch of employees or workforce were in very loyal, very
Mm,
hardworking, pero ito rin yung generation na very resistant to changes, 'di ba?
yes,
Ayaw ng bago kasi they ang usual reason nila gumagana naman eh. It's working for us.
oo, oo,
So why try something new kasi papahirapan niyo lang kami, mag-a-adjust na naman kami, 'di ba? Ganun yung common complaint nila.
mm,
So si millennial naman is in between, so they can relate to both generations, 'di ba? So we can adjust. So as an HR leader, how do you make sure that this diverse set of employees with different characteristics are included? They
mhm,
feel valued.
mhm,
So to make them feel na we are in the same team, we are all together
Mm-mm.
here to achieve a common goal. So an
Mhm.
HR leader, what's your strategy to do that?
Honestly, Homer, hindi pa talaga ako na-expose sa multi-generational workforce.
Mm-hmm.
Siguro nung na-expose ako dun sa mga previous companies ko, pero rank and file pa kasi ako nun. So, hindi ko talaga na, parang, wala naman akong pake, parang gano'n.
Before,
Oo, before. So, right now, ang organization kasi namin, halos Gen Z sila. So,
talaga.
hindi ko din pa talaga masabi na na-experience ko siya. But in
Mm-mm.
my own opinion, I think one of the strategies na pwede gawin ng isang HR professional is to adopt inclusive strategies that will acknowledge and leverage diverse skills, perspectives, and preferences of employees. For example, we can encourage or implement a cross-generational collaboration during meeting or team buildings wherein everyone would share their knowledge. It's like a mentorship program na they can share and exchange ideas. For example, if may idea yung mga yung mga millennials about
Mm-hmm.
their experiences, they can share sa mga Gen Z. And yung Gen Z, they can share naman, oh, this is how technology works. We can streamline our process by doing this. So it's like a mentorship program across employees na din. Para siyang brainstorming actually.
Mm-mm.
And another thing siguro, this will always be a gem. It's the rewards and recognition. I mean, who wouldn't want a reward and a recognition with your contributions, diba? So I think
Yes.
this is effective sa lahat ng generation. So yeah, that's my opinion kung paano
Mm.
ma-fill in yung gap
I
dun
see, I
sa
see. Okay, okay. So my next question, Anna, for you is let's talk about or discuss a disengaged employee, someone who's just parang doing the bare minimum at work,
Mm, mm.
hindi na hindi na kasing parang the zeal is wala na doon yung excitement from work. So can you share like an experience from or an observation at least
Mm.
from a disengaged employee?
Okay. So there is this employee who constantly files emergency leaves, lagging late, his productivity and efficiency decline, and he consistently misses deadlines. I noticed this changes because I directly work with this employee and somehow he reports to me. So there are also other feedbacks from his colleagues and the other managers kung ano yung mga outputs niya, ganon.
Mm.
So, to address this disengagement, kasi medyo na-overwhelm na din ako dun sa mga feedback because I thought I was the only one experiencing those. I scheduled a personal one-on-one with this employee. So, meron kasi kaming program sa Strata staff, tinatawag namin siyang Smart Chat. So, sa Smart Chat, we can talk anything under the sun. Siyempre, yung wholesome lang. Um, Parang pwede sila mag-open ng anything and makikinig lang kami. And if they would need advice, that is the only time na magsasalita kami. So, I invited him for a smart chat and discuss my observations and the feedbacks I receive and express my concern dun sa na-observe ko sa kanya. And there, I found out that he is going through something
Mm.
something very personal that it affects his mental health, which leads him being overwhelmed with his workload. So, in response, we have both of us have developed a plan on how we can manage his workload para hindi siya ma-overwhelm, paano niya i-manage yung stress niya. And at the end of the day, I also encourage him to take an off to deal with his personal matters and take a breather. I think kasi once in a while, when we are on our dark days, it's very important that we have our alone time and magkaroon ng reflection. So,
Mm.
if pwede naman and if kaya pa naman ng calendar niya na mag-take an off, I really encourage them to take an off. Kasi syempre, mental health is just important as physical health. Hindi lang visible talaga yung mental health pero
Yes.
it would really take a time, we would really need to take a time off para ma-refocus, and para ano lang, parang kahit isang araw lang na hindi natin iniisip yung trabaho. And
Yes.
then after that, hindi man naging ganun, or parang hindi man nag-drastically change yung mga pagbabago, pero parang slowly bumabalik naman na yung ano niya, yung gilas niya sa pagtatrabaho. So it's very important then na we know our employees on a more personal level, yung hindi lang surface na parang yung mga traditional HR kasi parang ano lang parang oh, hindi mo ginawa, di ka pumasok. Yun lang yung
Mm.
basehan. Pero right now kasi sa generation ngayon, you really have to know them on a deeper level para mas maintindihan mo kung ano yung pinagdadaanan nila, and ano ba yung mga internal or external factors kung bakit nagkakaroon ng feeling of disengagement or parang nade-demotivate sila.
Mm. I'm curious lang, yung story that you shared, did that happen during COVID?
Not really, surprisingly hindi.
So that's pre-COVID
Last
ba?
year lang,
Last year
lang.
lang.
Oo,
Okay. Ang galing na. That's yung
yun.
smart chat, yung smart chat, is this face-to-face ba or you do it?
Puwede naman siyang face-to-face or virtual kasi we have different sites. Pero if they have time to go dito or I have time to go sa site nila, we do it.
Okay. So ilan bang sites si Strata? Sorry, di ko natanong
3.
kanina.
3.
But in
Oo.
Pampanga. Pampanga lahat.
Yes, Pampanga.
Okay. Sige. So, eto, relating again on what you've mentioned kanina about the physical and mental health. Kasi yung next question has something to do with that too.
Mhm.
Because those two were actually the priorities of organizations in the recent
Mhm.
years, di ba? Especially nung COVID, at the height of
Mhm.
COVID, when it comes to the
Yes.
physical health, lahat provide ni company, di ba? The face
Mhm.
mask, the PPEs, yung
Mm.
alcohol, yung pang-disinfectant,
Yes,
di
oo.
ba? So, parang
Mm.
no questions asked, provide talaga ni employees yon. I know
Hmm.
companies who even invested sa mga multivitamins.
Yes, oo,
Tapos
nagpo-provide.
may isa rin akong guest na kahit wala pa yung vaccine itself, hindi, bigyan mo na kami ng flu shots for our employees.
Oo.
So, ganun sila ka-freak when it comes to
Mm.
health ng mga employees nila. And then for the mental health, nag-conduct sila ng mga mental wellness seminar. They,
Mhm.
they they even hired psychiatrists and psychologists to talk to their employees
Mhm.
one-on-one. So they really extend that help para ma-prevent talaga yung burnout. Kasi yung transitions
Mhm.
and trauma, di ba? Especially nung
Mm.
talagang nung talagang height na nung pandemic. It's really
Yes.
traumatic for most employees.
Mhm.
But on the other side of it, yung isang part of health that I think na hindi nabigyan ng priority is yung financial health. Kasi again, during COVID, ang daming nagsarang companies, ang daming nawalan ng
Yes,
trabaho,
oo.
di ba? So, companies or employees were really at loss kung saan sila kukuha ng pera, being
Mhm.
jobless. Yung mga resources were really used up. Yung mga financial
Mhm.
resources were really depleted. And that
Mhm.
and that led to different consequences na. Tapos, ang dami ring nag-take advantage kasi ang dami nagpautang. Parang
Mm.
they
Mm.
promise this amount. They promise quick release but very confusing interest rates, and now may mga kakilala pa ako na nagbabayad ngayon ng utang nila because
Mhm.
they weren't aware. They were taken
Yes.
advantage because
Mm.
times were desperate during that time, di ba? So,
Mhm.
so knowing that, how do you see now financial health, specifically financial literacy, as a
Mhm.
focal point naman when doing financial or when doing employee benefits and rewards?
Mhm. Well, actually, I think ito yung paborito talaga ng mga employees, 'no? Sino ba naman ang hindi, kahit ako. But I think with the inflation happening globally, especially here in the Philippines, financial health has a significant impact on employee well-being, retention, and organizational success. So, tulad ng sinabi mo kanina, lalo na during the height of pandemic, talagang naka-experience tayo na nahirapan naman talaga lahat that time. Di ka
Yeah,
na makalabas, di ka pa nakaka-earn. So, parang hindi din naman lahat nabibigyan ng support ng government. So, it's really
exactly.
hard. So, For me, it's very important na merong financial literacy yung mga empleyado natin. Because, syempre kapag capable ka financially or your employee is capable financially, he is happy. And when an employee is happy, he will work like he is the owner of the company. So beneficial siya, both parties. So I think by making financial health a priority alongside with the physical and mental health, organizations can support employees achieving financial security and overall success, both personally and professionally. So balik tayo dun sa kanina, dun sa parang sa generational workforce. Kasi
Mhm.
when we implement, kasi itong financial health na to, it would also require campaigns and programs na pwede nating i-offer. Pero not all generations has the same needs.
Mhm.
So,
Agree.
in terms of diversity, for example, we can offer retirement program aside dun sa ino-offer ng ating government. Like, for example, sa SSS, ganyan. Syempre yun, fixed na. Pero an employer can actually provide retirement program as well. Para, in a sense, nakakatulong din and nagkakaroon ng job security yung mga employees. We can also offer education workshops, financial counseling, or tulad ng sabi mo kanina during the pandemic, 'di ba? Merong mga nagpahiram ng pera pero very confusing yung interest rates
Oo,
nila.
yes.
So, I think low cost banking or lending products would also help the employees. Kasi on my first employer, merong ganun very low yung interest rate and then parang right away, pwede kang manghiram. So,
Mm.
nakita ko siyang beneficial sa mga empleyado kasi when it comes to emergency, hindi na sila mag-iisip kung saan sila kukuha. Kasi
Yeah.
alam nila na si company is merong ganong program. And I think other initiatives that might help in developing the financial health is magkaroon ng annual pay review or benchmarking to ensure na yung
Mm.
salaries ng mga employees are still competitive across
Yeah.
competitors.
Mm.
Again, babalik siya sa employee retention. Kasi if their salaries are competitive, hindi na nila kailangan sumilip pa sa ibang garden para
Yeah.
magkaroon ng greener pasture, 'di ba?
Mm.
So again, employee retention talaga.
Oo.
So yun, I think, yeah, it's really important din na mag-focus sa financial health.
Mm. Thank you for sharing, Anna. I just checked. Si Strata, yung main office ba or yung headquarters is in Australia?
Yes.
Okay. Sige. Kasi ito, actually, yung isang guest ko rin before, ganun din, outsourcing sila
Mm.
sa Australia. And ang nagustuhan naman niya about financial literacy is that actually, yung mga employees nila, they are really earning well. Very attractive yung salary.
Mhm.
So for the financial help, actually hindi ganun ka-popular yung loan facility for them. Kasi
Mhm.
again, employees are earning really really good. Pero what they are really after about the financial health is yung literacy. Because again, yung Gen Zs, ito yung generation that you have
Yes.
this YOLO moment. So they want to
Yes.
spend, they want
Oo.
to travel, and which is a good thing. Kasi again,
Mm.
pera naman nila yun eh. But what if us as a company, what if we can provide them some guidance on how they
Mhm.
can, diba, how can they manage their finances wisely?
Mhm.
Kasi again, yung work, you'll never know when will the next pandemic hit. No, knock on wood, wag naman
Yes.
sana. Pero
Mhm.
yun yung pinaprepare. That's what they want to instill sa younger generation of employees on how
Mhm.
to save and how to manage your finances and to prepare for the future. Diba?
Yes, right now kasi totoo naman 'yun 'no, yung mga YOLO moments na parang,
Oo
"Ay
eh.
deserve ko 'to, pagod ako
Oo.
deserve ko 'to," gano'n.
Oo,
So,
diba?
oo, I would agree na very important yung financial literacy. Hindi lang sa Gen Z actually, kahit sa'min
Everyone.
millennials, oo,
Oo,
sa'tin
sa atin.
millennials, oo.
Mm.
So, yeah, I would agree on that.
Okay. Sige. Eto, let's jump into AI, Anna, artificial intelligence. We're not going to deep dive kasi napaka-broad subject yung artificial
Yes, oo.
intelligence. It
Mm.
has its many forms, but we can't
Mhm.
deny yung ang tawag dito, yung popularity and the convenience it gives to people,
Mhm.
especially to workers na and how they can really capitalize ChatGPT and all forms of of artificial intelligence kasi iba-iba eh, di
Mm.
ba? So, for you as an HR leader,
Mhm.
how do you see AI as a tool that you can make use to make things easier, to make things or processes easier for HR?
Mhm. I'll be honest, sa Strata kasi hindi pa talaga kami gumagamit ng ano, ng AI.
Mhm.
So, but it actually plays a significant role sa HR field. I think merong mga AI na parang they can improve HR processes in so many ways. Like for example, there are AI-powered tools that can streamline recruitment process by automating
Mm.
tasks such as resume screening, candidate sourcing. Yung iba nga na tools, ang sabi they can conduct interviews.
Gano'n na ba?
So, yes, meron na daw gano'n. So, through that, I think us HR professionals can save a lot of time and resources in doing this initial task. Parang we can focus more dun sa mga top candidates kasi nga ginagamit na yung AI to do the initial task eh. So, ang
Mm.
ang focus na lang talaga is to focus dun sa mga top candidates na na-screen nila ng
Yes.
AI.
Mm.
So, sobrang daming puwedeng gawin sa artificial intelligence. Meron din akong napagtanungan na ano, na co-HR na parang yung onboarding nila, it's ano na din, AI. So, may mga
Talaga?
responses na, parang chatbot gano'n,
Yeah,
FAQs,
yeah.
may mga well, meron naman ng gano'n. Pero imagine yung onboarding mo, 'di
Gano'n
ba?
na 'no,
Parang
oo.
hindi na tao yung kausap mo.
Mm.
Although, um, ah, kahit na I would agree na AI can streamline a lot of processes, for me, it doesn't mean it's effective. I still believe na sa HR industry, it is still better na tao yung gagawa ng
Yes.
mga bagay-bagay. Kasi human resource nga, di ba?
Mm.
So again, in my own opinion, AI may streamline processes, but there is no guarantee for the accuracy. So that's
Yeah.
my stand lang naman
Mm.
sa artificial
Yeah.
intelligence.
Okay. Eto, let's move naman sa ano, sa talent ano, Ana,
Mm.
talent acquisition when it comes to the war for talents. Kasi before, local companies lang yung nagko-compete sa Filipino talents, 'di ba?
Yes. Oo.
But with the advent of remote work, remote
Mhm.
anywhere,
Mm.
work at your own pace, 'di ba? May ganong setup na rin eh. So anyone or any companies in the world can tap Filipino talents. More so, mas
Yes.
mahirap kasi medyo mababaw lang yung pool when it comes to, let's say, IT,
Yes.
IT
Oo.
talents, di ba? And then, ang dami pang nagko-compete. So how would you, I'm not, ito, you're on the ano kasi, di ba? You're in the offshoring or you're offshore kasi kayo eh,
Yes.
di ba?
Oo.
So, parang you're competing with local companies as well. Pero
Mhm.
definitely you have the advantage because well, truth be told, foreign companies have budgets, they have deeper pockets, di ba? So
Mhm.
compensation is really one advantage na talagang attractive for applicants. But if you're outside looking in, ano
Mhm.
yung tingin mong magiging strategy ng ng companies
Mhm.
on how to attract talents?
Mhm. Actually, Homer, I would say na isa din kami sa mga nakikipag-compete talaga.
Oy,
Kasi
global na eh, di
kasi
ba?
kasi ano siya, our company doesn't offer work from home setup. So, medyo nakikipag-compete kami dun sa mga competitors na they can offer remote
Flexible ano.
jobs.
Mm.
Oo, flexible work arrangement and all. Kasi
Mm.
even hybrid we don't offer.
Hmm.
So, kaya nahihirapan, 'di ba nga ang sabi ni Sprout is pangatlo ang recruitment. So, mahirap
Oo.
din talaga siya. But what we do as an organization, I think the local companies would parang they can check if they can also do this. As an organization, to compete in attracting talents is, of course, we maximize all the platforms we can use to attract talents based on our needs. For
Mhm.
example, social media, kasi kahit TikTok pinasok namin eh.
Okay, talaga?
Depende kasi 'di ba sabi ko nga ang aming, workforce dominated siya ng Gen Z and Gen
Mm.
Z ay nasa TikTok. So, pinasok din namin ang TikTok, Instagram, all social media na puwede namin pasukin.
Hmm.
Pinasok namin siya. So, we really maximize and there are times na we spend, paid job advertisement para
Hmm.
talagang makita siya. Depende kung saan namin need mag-hire. So, we are also actively participating with job fairs to connect with schools and other industries. And we are also investing in improving our employer branding. This includes our company culture, values, benefits, and career development. Si Strata kasi is ang goal kasi ni Strata yung mga pumapasok sa kanya is ma-promote. So, talagang merong career
Hmm.
development.
Yes,
So,
yes.
of course, hindi lang naman ito about sa pag-attract ng talents. I think, again, balik tayo sa employee retention. Kailangan nire-retain din natin yung employees. Kasi, ano din yan eh, pwede din silang i-poach ng competitor.
Mm.
So we invest in training that will be able to help our current employees to enhance their skills and stay competitive in their field. So with this, I think it is evident that we recognize the importance of talent acquisition and retention in driving our company's growth and success, and we are committed to investing in initiatives that support our goals in this area. So hindi siya madali kasi yun nga, hindi lang siya basta talent acquisition, pumasok na naman yung employee retention. So,
Oo.
ano talaga, parang war talaga siya para
Mm.
makakuha ka ng mga top tier talents and you really have to invest. Although, swerte kung makakuha ka ng talent na hindi ka masyadong nag-invest sa visibility ng company.
Mm.
Pero ano talaga eh, again, balik tayo sa Gen Z. Tinitignan nila lahat kung anong kayang i-offer ng company. So,
Yeah.
very important yung yung employer branding din.
Mm. Nice, nice. Okay, eto my next question, Ana, in your industry, ano yung pinaka-pain point sa HR?
Okay, medyo ano 'to, medyo mahirap siyang sagutin kasi
Sige, sige.
and based on my experience again ito, I think one of the pain points of an HR, aside from the challenges sa pillars, kasi ano naman talaga yun, may mga challenges naman talaga.
That's
Pero
a
this
given
one
eh.
is, oo, oo. Ano naman 'to, parang on a more personal level and again, based on my experience, probably having a work-life balance.
Hmm.
Kasi pino-promote ko yun pero even there are a lot of times na hindi ko siya na-experience. So, there are a lot of time na employees would reach out about sa mga inquiries nila outside work hours na and kapag hindi mo sila na-accommodate is
Yeah.
nagagalit sila or they
Yes.
feel like they are not prioritized or valued. So yes, just like the normal employees po, we also need work-life balance. Kasi I have been in a situation, just to share, Homer, I have been
Go, go.
in a situation wherein na-drain talaga ako kaka-accommodate ng mga tanong outside work hours. And when I say
Mm.
outside work hours, gabi na, rest day ko, holiday, nakalib ako. And may instance na nasa ospital ako pero
Talaga?
sumasagot ng
Okay.
mga tanong. Oo, and
Mm.
it's really draining. So, sometimes you will reach to a point na you will lose that fire and in a snap, you no longer care, you're no
Mm.
longer passionate sa profession mo. And for an HR professional, I think that is a nightmare kasi you have to have that passion eh.
Mm.
So, I think for me, yun ang pain point to have that work-life balance din. Kasi para kaming mga doktor na 24/7 dapat available kami. So, yon
Oo.
medyo ano siya, medyo struggle siya to reach. Pero siguro it would really take time na ma-achieve yun. Pero sana in the near future,
Mm.
ma-experience na rin namin ang aming pino-promote na work-life balance.
Sige, let's work on that. Okay. So eto, eto siguro related din dun sa sa answer mo.
Mm-mm.
If there's one misconception about HR that you want to disprove, you want to tell people or
Mm.
employees na hindi totoo yan about HR,
Mm.
that's not true at all. So ano yung misconception na yan?
Ang dami.
Ay, oh, dami. Okay, yung ano lang,
Ang dami.
the one that really parang at top of at top of all those, talagang ito yung parang pag sinabi nila na HR, tapos
Mm.
ito yung pumapasok sa isip nila or ito kaagad yung sinasabi nila, but you really want to object na no, hindi yan totoo.
Mm. Ano, I think when I started kasi as an HR professional, I think ito na yung naririnig ko lagi. So I
Mm.
think this is one of the misconception na kalaban ng employees ang HR.
Mhm.
I
I
think
hear that a lot.
halos ang mga employees, they think na pro-management ang HR, where in fact, middleman ang HR, mediator ang HR. Laging nasa gitna and laging iisipin yung beneficial for both parties. So, iniisip nila is parang parang hindi ako pwedeng lumapit dito kasi susumbong ako nito sa management,
Oo,
ganyan. So,
oo.
pero hindi talaga siya, it doesn't work that way. It's not easy na i-prove sa kanila kasi syempre, like for example, ako, HR manager ako, syempre isipin nila, kakampi nito yung yung management kasi manager
Mm.
siya. She's one of them. Pero, talaga, sobrang hirap maging middle person. Kasi, for example, ang announcement is from the management. Siyempre, pag may nanggaling sa management, ang magsasabi is HR. So, ang
Mm.
sasabihin, si HR yung nagdesisyon niyan, ganyan,
Oo.
ganyan. Hindi po kami ang nagdedesisyon. Kami lang po ang messenger.
Mhm.
So, yung mga gano'n ba, Homer, and eto
Mm.
gusto ko lang i-share, alam ko isa lang ang tinanong mo, pero i share ko pa din siya kasi
Go,
ito
sige,
din yung
sige.
lagi ko naririnig. Another thing siguro is, a lot of employees think na very chill ang work ng HR. Like parang timekeeping lang, payroll
Mm.
lang, event
Yeah.
lang, serve lang ng NTE, suspend lang, ganyan. Pero there is so much more than that. The legwork, brainstorming sa lahat ng campaigns, projects, and all. So, guys, remember, the day na nai-interview kayo up to the pag-claim ng last pay mo, HR
Oo.
ang kasama mo. So, I think
Yes.
those are the two misconceptions na gusto kong mawala. Siguro
Mm.
sa traditional na mga HRs, probably pwede pa 'to, Pero right now talaga sa diversity na nangyayari, sa progress ng mundo, sa pagiging fast-paced, I think very different na yung approach ng HR.
Mm. I agree. I feel you when you said na HR is in between, na
Yeah.
neutral, 'di ba?
Oo.
Kasi again, I also have that before. I also have that notion na
Mm.
ang HR is is pro management eh.
Oo, oo.
So, yun. Tapos yung chill lang. Again,
Mm.
before ganun din ang thinking ko, but when I started
Oo.
talking to HR people, no.
Hmm.
HR is never a walk in the park. Ang hirap na
Mhm.
ginagawa nila. Eto, for the landscape naman sa HR here in the
Mm.
Philippines, if there's one major change that you want to happen, ano yun?
Um, I think there are a lot of companies naman na who recognize the importance of employee well-being. Um, Especially like what you have mentioned during the pandemic, na prioritize talaga yung physical health and mental health. But I think there are still room for improvements in terms of creating a culture that truly supports employees' holistic health and happiness. Kasi yes, marami ng employers yung nagpa-prioritize ng mental health, but I don't think na dominated na dito sa Philippines. Kasi meron pa ring notion na 'pag mental health yung pinag-uusapan, parang ang sensitive niya, hindi
Mm.
pa open lahat ng
Yeah,
tao.
yeah.
So, I think there are still room for improvements doon. Like for example, yun nga, yung mental health support. Sana mas magkaroon ng mental health initiatives such as employee assistance program, counseling services, and mental health awareness. Although hindi naman lahat ng companies afford mag-hire ng psychiatrists or counselors, pero I think dun sa EAP, mga programs na pwedeng maka-help sa employees, I think dapat magkaroon ng maraming campaigns na gano'n. Kasi hindi ko alam kung bakit ngayon, parang nowadays, sobrang daming pinagdadaanan ng mga tao. So, mas nakikita ko na na kailangan siya kasi just to share, the reason why I launched the Smart Chat program sa Strata is because I find it hard when you're going through something and then you have no one to talk to.
Yeah.
That's why we opened our doors na whenever they feel like they have no one, they can talk to us. Anything na pinagdadaanan nila. Because it's hard to function na meron kang pinagdadaanan and gusto mo siyang ilabas pero walang gustong makinig or
Yeah.
walang makakaintindi.
Mm-mm.
So, hindi man kami mga licensed professionals, pero at least man lang, parang we were able to give a little help in
Yeah.
terms of listening. So, sana yung mga ibang companies po na hindi pa nagkakaroon ng initiative for mental health, I hope na we can start na.
Mm-mm.
Yun. So, siguro kasi psych graduate ako, kaya siguro talagang mas pinupush ko yung area na yun.
I see. I definitely agree. I think meron na bang rule na or parang that companies
Oo.
have to comply when it comes to programs
Yes.
about mental health, di ba?
Oo, pero hindi pa din talaga lahat
Yeah.
nakakapag-ano, parang lang, parang on paper they do it, pero
For
not really
compliance lang
campaigns,
na
oo.
yung drive and again yung drive and
Mm.
yung that sincere effort to really make that happen, to really help
Mm.
employees kasi that's very alarming, like yung sinabi mo na ang dami mong gustong sabihin tapos walang mapagsabihan, and that's alarming
Yes.
for someone na especially kung nagtatrabaho siya, diba? And
Mm.
that affects his work, his productivity, his
Yes,
overall
oo.
yung overall health ni employee.
Mm.
Okay, I'm down to my last question, Anna. So,
Okay.
what will be your message to the young ones, to
Mhm.
the young bloods who wants to venture in the HR space?
Okay. I think for those people na gusto mag-HR, I think you really need to have heart for people and you have to be passionate on what you are doing. For me kasi HR is not a profession, it's a calling.
Mhm.
It is both challenging and rewarding, wherein you will be able to have an opportunity to make meaningful impact on people's lives and organizational success. Always remember, guys, that your work has the power to shape the future of organizations and the lives of the people within them. So, tulad nung sabi ko kanina, 'di ba, initially may hinire ako na parang di naman pumasa, pero it changed or parang it gave that employee an opportunity to make a living. So, yes, good luck sa mga gustong mag-HR. Yun lang.
Okay.
Again, you really have to have heart for people.
Mhm. Yes, well said, Anna. Actually, again, that's my last question, but allow me to take this chance to thank you,
Mm-mm.
not only for attending this podcast, but for being an HR yourself. Kasi ako before, like what I mentioned kanina, very stereotype lang yung tingin ko kay HR.
Mm-mm.
Nakabox as in very
Mm-mm.
administrative. Like
Mm-mm.
kapag kailangan ng additional manpower, planning sa events like Christmas party or whatnot,
Oo.
kailangan mo ng certificate of employment. Ganun lang, very 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 limited yung understanding ko and how I look at HR. But when I started talking to people like you, to HR professional,
Mm-mm.
it really hit me na hindi pala madali talaga maging HR. It's a no chill
Mm-mm.
job. Kasi ang daming
Yes.
nangyayari behind the scenes that employees are not aware of, or who
Oo.
don't give really attention to what really HR are doing to really make them happy at least, or to make them really work in a company na talagang, because I believe HR really wants the best for employees, di ba? I think ito ano lang, confession lang. Kasi 'di ba when you have events na parang inorganize the HR, and then pag may pagkain, let's say
Oo.
sasabihin ko kaagad, tinipid na naman tayo ni HR. Ganun kaagad yung ano ko eh.
Oo.
Pero without me knowing ano ba yung pinagdaanan ni HR bago nila i-provide yung food na yon. Maybe they
Mm.
propose like a higher budget, hindi lang na-approve. And 'di
Yes.
ba sana hanapin ni HR 'yun,
Oo.
management naman ang nagbigay ng directive, but they really want the best for
Mm.
employees. Again, ang
Mm.
daming hindi nakikita, your efforts, your passion, your patience, your commitment are really unthanked, 'di ba? Hindi, it's a thankless job, sabi nga nila, for HR. And for that, Anna, I give salute, mad respect to you guys. Thank you for
Thank
being an HR, and
you.
please continue your passion. Okay. So again, if before I end the podcast, familiar ka ba sa Fast Talk?
Yes.
Okay. Sige. So aware ka na. I'll give you a set of questions, two
Okay.
choices, then give me your best answer now. Okay.
Okay.
Presenter or part of the audience?
Part of the audience.
Okay. Calendar or email?
Oh my God. Calendar.
Okay. Work from home or on-site?
On-site.
Nice. Windows or Mac?
Windows.
Yes. Pareho tayo. Recruitment or training?
Recruitment.
Okay. Water or coffee?
Coffee all the way.
All the way. Dole or SSS?
Dole.
Talaga? First ka.
Dole.
You're the first to select Dole. Okay. Uniform or dress down?
Uniform.
Okay. Empathy or competency?
Hirap nun ah. The empathy. As a psych
Okay.
graduate.
Okay. Facebook or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
Okay. Again, that's it. Thank you so much, Anna, for saying
Thank you
yes to this
so
invitation.
much.
And I'm sure maraming matututunan yung mga listeners natin once they watch this podcast. Okay. Anna, I'm giving you now the floor to let us tell us more about Strata Staff, what you do, and please do your thing about promoting your company.
Okay. So, to make the story short na lang siguro, Strata Staff is actually based in Australia. So, we are an outsourcing company at the strata industry. So, medyo confusing siguro kasi here in the Philippines, wala namang masyadong strata industry na ina-accommodate yung mga outsourcing. But probably I can compare it sa real estate. We are servicing clients in terms of parang property management then. And we are offering services para sa mga accountants, executive assistants, and administrative specialists. So para siyang mga virtual assistant roles. And all our clients are based in Australia. So look out then para sa ating mga nocturnal dyan. We are opening, parang meron kaming campaign for Canada opening. So may mga
Wow,
pioneering
nice.
account na upcoming. So if they are interested to apply, just email us at hrd@stratastaff.com.au and attach lang po ng updated resume and intent letter. So yeah,
Okay. So
thank you.
if there's anyone who wants to network with you, Anna, what's the best way?
I think through LinkedIn, you can search me, Anna Marie David.
Okay. So okay lang ba i-flash ko yung screenshot of your LinkedIn profile? Dito?
Yes, sure. Siguro update ko siya, hindi siya open to work.
Okay, sige. Sige, let me know kung ano, so I can take a screenshot tapos share ko dito once I edit this video. Okay. So this has been your HR Champions podcast. See you on our next episode.
Thank you, guys.